Hey, welcome to this edition of Minecraft Caves and Cliffs. We are at the top of a snowy plain mountain in the middle of a beautiful snowstorm on the day after Christmas. It is December 26th, 2021. Got Endermen running around. And I just wanted to share a couple things. One, just how awesome the snowfall is today. And here I am looking north. And I want to talk about my technique for exploring and finding my way around. So this is a very tall tower with a torch on top, and currently this is just a resting spot. So I don't have a bed. Eventually I will have a bed in here. This is just a block that I used to look out the window last night because I couldn't sleep. So I just waited until morning before I came out to explore, but I don't think I'm going to go any further north, south. That is my direction of exploration, and so I'm going to head back home, and I'm going to show you how I plan to do that. So I don't know if I'll actually be able to do it. I haven't done it yet, but the technique basically is to have a cabin or a resting shack where you can sleep and get away from mobs. And then it has a very tall tower. Now this is on the top of a pretty crazy tall mountain in the snowy plains, and I can see my next tower right there on an island. Now the strategy is to build a tower, maybe 60 to 80 blocks. Got to be careful coming down fast here. 60 to 80 blocks tall, so that you can simply skip from tower to tower as you explore, and you always, that's kind of a far drop right there, you always have a tower to look for. So, and that makes total sense to me, that if I'm really exploring in real life, the strategy would be to have what I would do in real life is use a GPS. But this is Minecraft, and I don't have a compass, don't have a map, I don't have any of that stuff yet. So really in real life, if I was exploring, I would tie ribbons to trees to find my way home, like breadcrumbs, right? So my breadcrumbs in Minecraft are 60 to 80 foot tall towers. Now this one doesn't have a resting shed. It doesn't really need that because it's so close to that one on the top of the mountain right there. So it almost looks like an antenna, right? Like cell phone tower. And now I want to press F3 every once in a while and just make sure I am traveling north, right? So when I was going the opposite direction, obviously I would check my my direction and make sure I was going due south. And that gets a little tricky as you're weaving around trees and such, but you just want to. Now there's my next tower. See how that works? Now this is a frozen lake. I'm going to go from a snowy plains to a snowy taiga, and if I press F3, it'll say frozen river. But that's not really, I don't think that's included in a biome. If I was to go off the river and hit F3, it would now say, oh, it still says frozen river. Oh, that's because I'm still on the water. It should give me something different. Yes, snowy taiga. So it's, I don't know if frozen river, I don't think that counts. That's just a frozen river. But I've already gone through snowy plains to a snowy taiga. That's two different biomes. And my goal is to get to all 50 plus biomes in the overworld, not in the nether. So I've seen a few new things. I've seen rabbits and foxes for the first time, and other than that, some cool terrain, but nothing really unusual. Had to kill one pig on the way to eat raw because I don't have a stove out here or in my backpack. So really what I'm doing is trying to explore biomes and work my way towards, hopefully, a desert biome, and with the ultimate goal of collecting coral and some tropical fish only to make a saltwater aquarium for my house. You know, that's quite the goal. All right, so here, look at these trees here. So this, again, F3, this shows me that I'm in the old growth spruce taiga. So now I'm in a third biome, and these trees are like massive, and they take, with a stone pickaxe, they take some time to chop, and they're just massive. They're four, I guess they don't take longer to chop than anything else, but it just seems like it. Maybe because they're 4 blocks in diameter. All right, so here is a resting shack. I should have a door on one of these sides. There we go. I need a step, need a little step right here. No, I don't. There's already a step. So let's chop that out of there, save it for another day. So here is a place to sleep. If it was nighttime, I could crash there. Here's a crafting table I drop behind, so if I need to make anything. So that's a great emergency resting shack. Because if it gets dark, starts to get dark, which it sort of is, you have to make a decision. Now, do I have time? I wish I had a clock. I don't. And I wish when you hit F3 that it would tell you what time it is, and I don't see that anywhere. Maybe someone knows, and if so, maybe share that in a comment if you know how to tell time in Minecraft. I don't. I don't. I'm a rookie. I'm a newbie. So it looks like it's getting dark-ish. The sun, you can check the sun over there. You can see clouds are at certain angles are getting some sunset colors, and so it would be wise, and because there is a bed in here, it's great because you can just skip the night. So it's a beautiful thing. And this one doesn't have a roof on it. I don't know why I didn't roof this one. I really should have roofed it, because there still are, although not as when I first started playing Minecraft years ago. Sporadically, I guess is the word. There were definitely more flying beasts, that whatever that's called, that would come and get you. I mean, not if you were exposed at night to the sky, you would pretty much die. I remember those days, and it just doesn't happen as much. I don't know if they actually did tone that down, or if it's just my memory. And again, if anybody remembers or knows the truth about that, let me know. I'd love to know. But I just don't feel so worried being up high, exposed at night like I used to. Now, I did leave my game running once a couple days ago. I was standing on top of a tall tower, one of my tall towers, and when I came back, it said killed by whatever that was, pterodactyl or whatever, the flying thing, the flying beast. And I'm like, oh, they still exist. So I should be a little more concerned with the flying beasts. I guess I don't really need to mine that one because that becomes a roof. So what I'm doing now is just roofing myself in. It looks like I'm going to have to get rid of that torch. It's in a bad spot. Didn't plan to do that. So we're going to, just so I don't go pitch dark here in a second. Oh boy, I made that low. That is a low ceiling. Well, that is a really low ceiling. I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's put that right above the bed so I can read at night. And punch that off of there. And we'll go ahead and finish that roof, just to make sure we're completely, but boy, that's, if you're claustrophobic, this is not the hotel room to rent. No. Okay, boom and boom. It's not terrible, but now I don't need this little stepping stool anymore to get up higher, get up on the walls. And now we're just gonna right click and we're gonna sleep the night away. The bed's still one of my favorite things in Minecraft. The fact that you can just sleep and boom, nighttime is gone. You do have to be careful when you poke your head out if you do it right away, especially in a forest area, because the mobs can still be creeping around. Now, I want to hit F3 and make sure I'm going north. So, and speaking of creepers, oh my gosh, a little bit premature on heading out of town. So let's wait. I don't have a window. I'd like to have a glass cube to actually make a window in there, but I think I'm pretty safe. I just don't know if they'll leave until sunlight hits them, or because this is old growth forest, they may not ever leave. where it's where it is shady, a lot of mobs just live. Like there's another one. Okay, do I need a sheep? I don't think so. I just need to avoid that creeper. Pretty much I'm going to head over here towards the river, and it's a good idea to follow rivers, but I do need to go north. I've got to continue making it towards north. Now this isn't frozen, so I can't just cruise across. I really liked the frozen ground. Doesn't slow you down. You notice when you get in the water, your speed drops. So it's not the fastest way. Sometimes it's a good way because I think mobs have less of a chance to really creep up on you if you're swimming along out in the middle of a river. But I mean, I love the water, so it's kind of cool just to be in the water. And I'm just going to check F3 again real quick. Old growth spruce. Now we're in old growth spruce. Last time, oh, we were in spruce, and we're heading north still, so that's good. Mostly I'm just making sure we're heading north. I used to think that biomes were, you know, an hour away each, but literally probably 5 minutes away of walking. Someone's probably timed that, and if you know the answer, let me know. I'd love to know that if you know. But it seems to be about a 5-minute walk between biomes. Let's just do a quick check. We are facing north. We are in old growth spruce still. And I think pretty much if I head towards... Now, if I would have done it right, I'd be able to see the next tower. And I don't see it. It's hard sometimes, but I think I went just a little bit too far on this particular tower. But the goal, and I could build another tower. I mean, I could build it right here. So you should see, I can't even see the tower from looking back. I can't even see the other tower. So the point is to kind of be up on a high spot. So if you see a mountain, climb up on the mountain and build a tower so you could pretty much see that from any location. So, all right, so I'm still heading north, same biome. And I kind of remember coming by water last time, just swimming straight up the river. So I'm trying to kind of retrace my route because I did not write down the coordinates of those towers, which would have been a good idea. I could have been, you know, I could have put tower 2 and then coordinates, and I could have adjusted by hitting F3. I could watch my XYZ coordinates, and I could probably just head towards it. That's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that before? Now here's a fox on the edge of the water. That's pretty cool. Don't know what to do with him. I am getting a little hungry. I don't know if he can eat fox, but I tried to chase rabbits on the top of this. I actually killed one because he jumped off the cliff. Have you ever tried to kill a rabbit? The rabbits run like really fast, and they're really funny to try to catch. All right, let's just make sure we're going north. We are. So I didn't do a very good job at this tower. This tower is definitely not easy to see. So let me see if I can just get into an open area. Could be anywhere. I'm just going north, right? So yeah, I should have put another tower in between the two. Here I am telling you the best way to travel, and I'll probably get lost. That'll be awesome. So my tutorial on how to not get lost will result in totally getting lost, which is kind of the funny part and how it works. So it's all good. I'm gonna climb on top of this. This is definitely not the way I came, but if I go up high, there's a better chance of me finding... Okay, I lost it. I need to grab another. I'm running short on pickaxes too. That's not great. So just want to get on the top of this mountain. There's a better chance of me seeing. If I look back, I don't see anything. The distance, you see how it kind of fades out. You can adjust that. And maybe I should do that in my settings. That would definitely help, wouldn't it? So I think if I go to options and settings, Not controls, video settings. Let's see. Render distance, right? Render distance. Can I just go simulation distance? I want to go max, right? Let's just try it. Let's see if my computer can handle that. Whoa, rebuilding. Okay, come on, give me good distance on this. Let's see if that made it worse or better. It's building. Look at how slowly it's building, though. Boom, 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 boom. This has got my computer has got a pretty fast processor, but look at that. Yeah, I'm not going to play with that way. Is it going to keep building? Yes. Wow. That's terrible. What I'm thinking is eventually I'll see the tower. Is it still building, or is that pretty much it? Or if every time I turn, does it build? Oh, there's the tower. Okay, now I'm not sure if my graphics helped that. That's really cool, but I was way off. Oh, you can see both towers. Okay, so that worked. That is really cool. All right, so, oh, and there's the third tower. Okay, yeah, I can see like all my towers. That is really, really cool. So increasing the distance. Wow, okay. Now, would I want to play that way all the time? Maybe not, but if I am, gotta be careful here, I don't drop off the cliff. If I'm purely, yeah, slow, my frame rate's slow. Oh, I can see my other tower too. I don't know, you guys have probably already done this before, so you're not so impressed, but I haven't ever done that. Look at that tower way in the distance. That tower, I think the one after that is on top of the mountain. That's the only one I can't see. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And the fourth one, I mean, I can just skip. I don't even have to, with that distance visible, I don't even really have to go tower to tower. I can see the furthest one and just head towards it. The problem is, can you get there in 10 minutes? So that's the goal is 10 minutes of walking before it gets dark, and probably not. And that's why I tried to walk for 5 minutes, and as the sun started to set, I built a tower, and I did that on purpose. So they are, roughly 5 minutes apart. Sorry, 10 minutes apart, and that gives you a chance to maximize your distance, but also be safe every night, which to me just sounds like a great strategy for exploration. So definitely the frame rate is worse. It's a little chunkier than normal, but it's not terrible. But again, I don't think I would leave it on this for playing all the time. Once I've stopped exploring, I'd switch it back, switch the render distance back. So, all right, so I'm just going to head on top of this little hill, and I think, switch to our pickaxe. I think I should be able to see. Oh yeah, easily can see the towers. It just doesn't fade off like it used to. Oh, and I think there's the next one. And that should be my final one, because there's the ocean. Wow. And I don't know if I can, yeah, and here's the village. I think this might even be the village that's right outside my house. Let's just punch through these trees. I mean, if this is the case, I can go a lot. Yeah, this is the village. I can make it almost all the way to my house in 10 minutes, like all the way to the mountains, I think. So that is really impressive and really worth it. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, I'm just impressed with the rendering distance. That really helps. So then I'll end the video on just making it back home, and then I'll show you my fireplace that I built just before leaving home. And I built it without a chimney, and the smoke, it didn't fill the house, but the smoke was visible. And so I realized, oh, you really should build a chimney when you do a fireplace. So again, I was impressed that there was smoke when you build a fire. So what I did is I crafted three campfires, and here's my house from the back. It's not done. Okay, so I've not finished the house, but it's enclosed. So that was my main goal. Here's my future horse stables. And my miniature forest for trees. Oh, it's getting dark. That was perfect timing. My garden, which I've totally neglected. And then my side entrance to the house is here. Main entrance is still here. It has not changed from the front. I plan to do some, some more customization, but basically the fireplace looks really cool, and the big chimney that goes up takes the smoke out of here, and it is completely enclosed now with granite roofing, and the kitchen hasn't changed. We still have the festive Christmas season chests and my kitchen. And then over here is the bedroom where the future aquarium, I hope, will be. It'll be amazing. So we'll see, but it's getting dark, I believe. Let's see if we can sleep. Yes, we can. So, and I reset my spawn point. So for this video, Mr. Johns is out.